Hi everyone, I wanted to do a video on something that I found in the freezer. It was goat milk in the freezer. I was cleaning it out. Decided it was time just to go ahead and take it out. Thought, get rid of it. This one is just about thawed, and this larger one is pretty much almost there. I figured that I would make a video on what we stored the milk in and how we filtered it for you guys to see. We're not milking right now. This was milk from a long time ago when Hazel had her babies and Ava was supposed to have hers next, and we just wanted milk to be on hand. Unfortunately, Hazel, when she had her babies, they died the next day, and we kind of wanted to be better prepared with Ava, but Ava has Snow Nugget, and Snow Nugget is perfectly fine. So if you follow me, then you know that Snow Nugget is like 1.5 now. So this is very old milk. The milk had gotten buried in the freezer, so I was like, I'll go ahead, defrost it. I'll make a video of it because I didn't talk about it, but here we go. So I had bought like a whole bunch of these. Well, I bought like 6 of them. All the other ones are packed away right now because we're not milking any goats. We didn't really need anything this big. I did use these in the beginning a lot. I did have a smaller jars that I was using, but I would milk the goat, and if we didn't use the milk, I would just add to the other milk after the milk has cooled down in the refrigerator. So I really like these bigger ones. If you have a bigger goat, she may produce more milk. Even your Nigerian dwarf goat might produce more milk than Hazel did. She was making 3 cups a day. So I was getting probably like 1.5 cups each time that I milked her, and I milked her twice a day. So this might be excessive, but it's what I had gotten because I'd never milked before, and it was the first time milking hazelnut, and I didn't know what to expect. So I wanted to be prepared, so I got the big mason jars. I did figure out that I could use smaller jars for her milk, so I actually kept a lot of the jars if we ate food and we had things left over. Oh, there's another one. I got all the jars like in here, but the other thing is that they come with a top. So you just filter the milk and just put the top and put it in the refrigerator, and you're all done. So the other thing I wanted to show you, here's my little bowl that I had for Hazelnut when I was milking her. This was probably like $5 at Tractor Supply. We had contemplated on getting a small milking pail, but decided that this was just good enough. Since she's a Nigerian dwarf goat, she's a little bit shorter. So if you have a much larger animal that you're milking, you're probably going to want something that's a lot taller than this, but it worked with her because she's so small. And the other thing is, this is what we use to filter the milk. We use coffee filters. Let me take one out here. And the coffee filters don't cost that much. I think they're like $2 for a big pack like this. I have used some of them. This was from the end of milking Hazelnut, but it's just a little coffee filter. Usually what I would do is I would milk her, and then I'd grab my jar, and then I just put it in there. See, this is how I would milk her. I will go get you some milk so I can demonstrate. It will be cow milk, but just like that, if you guys can see it. Anyways, I did look on Amazon for the metal filters so that we could wash it and reuse it. But I just decided not to do that. I'm not really sure what the reason was. I don't think they were too expensive. I think they were like 30 bucks. But I ended up just sticking with this because I do work full time. After I would milk hazelnut, I would come in, I would filter the milk, and then I would clean everything, and then I had to get ready for work and do whatever else that I had to do before my job. So the coffee filters work just great. They'll filter the milk, and then you can just toss the filter after. So actually, I'll show you my filter right now. See? I made a mess. Okay, so we're doing some reenactment here. Alright. I just milked hazelnut. I'm done. I don't know if you can see that. And then I got my jar over here. I put the coffee filter in there. And you just pour it in there. You might not be able to pour all of it in there right away. But you just do a little bit at a time. Kind of made a mess. After we go ahead and filter the milk, it's in there. Then I would just put the cap on. And then I just put it in the fridge. The other thing is you want to keep your refrigerator cold. We have ours set to 32 and that actually keeps the milk fresher longer. I noticed too that our vegetables that we store in there, they last a little bit longer too when it's down like that. When the temp's not so high, when the temp is low. Alright. So, and then I would just throw this away. Toss it, and then I would wash out the bowl. I learned just go ahead and wash it out, because if you don't wash it out, then you're gonna spend a few minutes getting the milk unstuck. So just wash it out with some warm soapy water, and then you'll be good to go the next time you milk. But that's pretty much it. And now I just keep all my stuff in this basket right here until it's time to milk one of our goats, which I don't know when we'll be milking again. I think we're going to try to wait until some of the other goats are about 2 years old, and then we'll breed more than one goat at a time. At the time I was only milking hazelnut. We were only getting 3 cups a day. So that's like enough for 2 cups of cocoa, or maybe 3. 3 cups of hot chocolate. So we need a little bit more. I think maybe 2 does would probably be good for our family, 2 or 3. I don't know, we gotta figure it out. We also want to make sure that the does are old enough, and we don't want to do anything too young. We actually did that with Snow Nugget, complete accident. Our buck got out when she got out, and you know what happens. Then Eggnog was born several months later. But that's it. I just wanted to show you guys what we do, and also if you freeze any milk in the freezer, don't fill it up all the way. Leave some space, because when you freeze it, it's going to go up a little bit. So that's my tip on that one. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this helpful, and maybe there's some tips that you can use, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!